If you're not monitoring your credit, you can go to annualcreditreport.com. You can get a free copy of your credit report. And if it's been some time since you've seen your credit or you're not quite sure what's out there and you're not ready to talk to a lender yet, go to annualcreditreport.com, pull your credit. Now, it's not going to give you a score, but it is going to tell you what is going on with your credit profile. And all the things that you see are ultimately going to drive your credit score. So when you get ready to get pre-qualified with a lender, you've already kind of taken a peek at it. If there are any collections on that credit report, do not pay them until you talk with a lender, depending on your time frame. And I share this with you because a lot of people don't realize that in the current algorithm that drives mortgage-rated credit scores, if you are to pay a credit card off that's not medical related, and let's say that you had a collection for a credit card. So if you are to pay a collection that maybe was for a judgment, or maybe it was for just a credit card that ended up charging off, and you decide that, hey, I want to buy a house, I'm going to get all my credit stuff in order, and you see that collection on your credit report and you go to pay it. If that collection is old, let's say it's a year, 2, 3, 4 years old, and you pay it, it's going to bring it current onto your actual credit report that the lender pulls when you pull the mortgage credit report, and it can drop your score. So I'm sharing this with you because I love the fact that people want to do the right thing. They want to get their ducks in a row. They want to get their credit ready. But again, if you have collections out there, do not plan to pay them, depending on your time frame of purchasing a house or refinancing, until you talk with a mortgage lender. They're going to be able to walk you through how to get it paid. They'll probably work with you on having it paid at closing so it doesn't drop your score, etc. So credit is a big deal. Think from a credit score standpoint, you're going to want to aim for a 620 credit score or higher. There are some programs that allow for lower than 620, but mainstream is kind of 620 and higher. Also, keep in mind that when you look at your credit report, let's say that you pull a credit report that has a score, or that your credit card company gives you your credit score. That scoring model is completely different than when a mortgage lender, pulls your credit. Now, and you're like, why? Isn't there just one credit score? There's not. There's like 80 different algorithms that drive different credit scoring models. So mortgage lending credit score is going to be a certain model, and then our consumer scores that our credit card companies share with us, those are a different model. Now, do they vary widely? They can, but generally it's going to give you a general idea of what your score looks like. I think the biggest concern that people have is that these credit scoring models, they tend to show your credit score higher when compared to a mortgage rated credit score. So I'll talk to somebody like, oh yeah, my credit score is an 830. And then we go to pull their mortgage credit score and maybe it's a 727. So there is a discrepancy between credit scoring algorithms just based on the type of entity that's pulling and providing the credit score. And if you have questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Honestly, I feel like so much of this feels really cumbersome and scary for some people. It doesn't have to be. It can just start with a 15-minute chat, just kind of walking through your specific scenario. You can reach us at 480-725-0150.